Hello, my lovely Libra, and welcome to your general energy reading. This is a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. Also, check out the other signs in your chart in case they do resonate with you more. If you do like this, please do like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff, as it does help my channel grow and it helps us get to the other Libras. This is a general weekend energy reading, so we will be doing no reversals, but we are going to go ahead and do your regular cards for your energy, a challenge card, and 3 advice type of cards or oracle cards to kind of give you a full scope. So hope that will help. But let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So we have the Empress card. And this lets me know that coming out of the week, you are feeling like you have accomplished something this week. You're feeling more accomplished. You're feeling like you can kind of finally relax, maybe a little bit, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. So this is a good, confident feeling for you, maybe for a job well done. Maybe you finished up a project, something like that. But it is a feeling that is a very welcome feeling for you. I feel like you've worked very hard to get here. So congratulations on that. Your second card is the Magician card. And I do feel like this Magician card is something that is telling me that you feel like maybe you almost feel like you've pulled off a miracle with this, because at this point, I feel like you have all of your tools at your disposal. And this Magician energy is telling me that because you feel like you've done so much and accomplished so much, and now you have some downtime to enjoy the fruits of your labor and rest and be calm, because you're able to do that and you have that spare time or ability with all of these different tools at your disposal, I do feel like you are going to want to take on something new. So this weekend and going forward, maybe into the next week or so, you may be wanting to try and do something new, take on a new challenge, whether that's in romance or whether that's in a project or DIY at home, because you do feel like, you've already accomplished one thing, you've kind of closed out that, you've reaped the rewards of that or seen that, and now you're a go-getter. You're still in that kind of go-get mode, and you've got these tools to utilize. So I do feel like you are still kind of feeling like, even though this piece is done and you feel accomplished and you feel content with that, I do feel like you still feel like you want to go accomplish more. So I think that you feel like you have the tools at your disposal now to do that, and you're going to continue to keep accomplishing things. So this may be a very productive weekend, going into a productive week next week as well. And you are going to be utilizing those tools. So they may be monetary tools that you've gotten. It may be you're calling in for resources. As you can see with the Magician, he has everything. He has the swords, the wands, the cups, the whole 9 yards. So you might be calling in friends, family members, what have you, to help you with things. But I do feel like you have something that you want to get done and you're going to do it. And then here we have the King of Pentacles. So again, I feel like whatever you've been working on previously, you are going to be able to sit back and with this Empress energy, reap the benefits of those rewards, kind of enjoy the abundance from that. But also going forward, again, with this Magician card, I feel like that's just going to continue. Okay, so whatever it is you're working on, whether you're working on a project that's a home improvement project that's going to eventually lead to, more house value, more equity, or if this is something where you are reaching out to build a relationship, it could be a relationship that is very lucrative for you in the long run. Whatever it is, I do feel like you are going to have this King of Pentacles energy for yourself, or this could be you meeting someone who is a King of Pentacles energy during this time. Either way you slice it, this is definitely going to be a positive financial endeavor for you. So I do see this being a productive time for you going forward. I do see this being a time where you have plenty of tools at your disposal. I see this being a time where you are already accomplished and going to be even more accomplished. And I do see this being a time where you are going to be building even more abundance financially. So everything is looking very, very good here. However, let's see what your challenge card will be, because there's always a challenge, right? As I always say, I can't even walk across the room without stubbing my toe. So regardless of how great things are, there's always some little challenge, hopefully. Hopefully nothing major. So let's just see what we've got as your challenge card. And we've got the Sun. So this could be a challenge where, this could be your personal situation where maybe because you are accomplishing things, because you are in the limelight, maybe perhaps with doing more things at your disposal, this magician energy that you're using to go forward, your success, what have you. You may be in the limelight and this is making you uncomfortable. You may be a person who is not really you don't really enjoy being the center of attention. You don't really enjoy being in the limelight. So that may be difficult for you if this is what it requires to move forward. Utilizing these tools may require you to put things together, pull people together, do the things, organize things to get to these goals that you want to get to. And you have the tools and you're driven right now to do that because you're on kind of a momentous move. But at this point, that may be part of the situation, is that you're just not a person who enjoys being the focus, being the center of attention. The other thing may be that if you look at this person is kind of out and about, okay? And so that could be the other thing, is that you may be a person who doesn't really like to, really get out and network. You don't like to get out and about to actually do things. Maybe you work from home. Maybe you're a person who works behind a computer. A lot of your stuff is done, on your own, behind the scenes. That's the kind of, work you do, the kind of things that you do. That's how you get things done. You do things, a lot on your own. You're a very independent worker. And this is going to require you to, get out and network and meet people and get people together and all of this kind of thing. And even if it's a one-on-one where you're not necessarily center of attention, it's still going to require you to get out and actually network. And that's not a thing that you really relish, okay? It's not something you love. It's not something you love to do. And it may be very challenging for you, especially a lot of you may fit in the category where, you almost have maybe not like a diagnosed type of social anxiety disorder, but what you would consider almost you get overwhelmed fairly easily by, a lot of people in your space. And, if you have to go out and you have to network with these kinds of people, especially if this is a King of Pentacles person let's say this is a person that you're going to, because this is a superior type figure, this is a authoritative figure with funds. Maybe this is someone you're going to for a loan, for a consultation, to join in a business with. If that's the case, you may not like having to be out dealing face to face with this kind of person. This just may be not in your wheelhouse. You may be more of a behind the scenes person. You get a lot accomplished. You just don't like to be on, the face of it. So this may be something here, the sun has a face on this card. You just may not like being the face of this situation. But, again, this could also be the person who really helps you, or somebody coming into your life that's going to help you with that. And so, that may not be the case with that at all. It's just in general, they may be your saving grace with this face. They may be the person you can lean on to kind of help you with that too. So we'll go ahead and get some clarifiers here and see if we can get any help on that. Because if that is the case, and they are someone who's coming to you to help you with things, utilize them to your best of your ability. Let them be your face, because a lot of times they're a kingly, figure. So they probably are more comfortable in the limelight than maybe you might be. So let's see this Empress card. What do we have here? So we have the waiting game. And again, with the Empress, it's kind of like that is the moment that you're taking to sit, to wait, to enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's the moment that you do take for that. And I do feel like that's what you're taking a moment to enjoy that. Like I said, you have accomplished something that's allowed you to get to this point where you can sit and relax and enjoy it. However, I do feel like that's short-lived for you. I feel like you're a person that is a go-getter, and that now that you've got that momentum and you're enjoying that and you're seeing the fruits of your labor, this waiting game won't last long. You won't want it to. You will have those tools and you're going to want to pull some magic out of your hat, okay? I do feel like that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to be the magician and pull some things, come up with a plan and move forward with it. You're going to want to try to build on what you've done or start something completely new. You're just not one to sit stagnant, even if it's behind the scenes, even if it's just investment type things where you're not the face of anything, but you are definitely a go-getter. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have darkness. And I find this this is a nice contrast here. So we have the sun being your challenge, but darkness being your advice. So again, I think what this is saying is, okay, if your challenge is the sun, if your challenge is being out in the light, being in the starlight, being the face, being seen, being heard, being the front runner, being out contacting everybody, running the show, center of attention, and you cannot stand that, even with all the tools, then what it's saying is use these tools, okay? A lot of these tools are connections, right? They are cups. So make those connections, make those contacts, find ways, pull some magic, okay? Find ways to do that without having to get out. Be able to stay in the dark, okay, in the shadows, and run it from there, okay? So that's your answer here. Find somebody else to be your face, okay? Use your cups, contact, have that person be your face. Use some of your other connections, opportunities, your wands there to figure out new ways to reach people, okay? From the shadows, social media, other ways. This is telling you there are ways around this if this is your biggest challenge. Figure out the ways to do that. And you've got all the tools you need here, and you are the magician, so work your magic. Figure that out. You can do that. So I think that's really a good juxtaposition there to say, you know, if that's your fear, then here's your answer. You know, I mean, they're completely opposite because one is the problem and the other is the answer. So that's kind of how it's supposed to be, right? And finally, let's get some advice on this King of Pentacles here, shall we? All right, prioritize self-love and care. When do you feel most nurtured and cared for? Again, this is what I'm saying here with this person. I feel like this King of Pentacles person is going to be the person who may be able to step up for you and help. They've got that strong, authoritative energy, okay? So they've probably been in positions before where they can step up and help, be the front, be the face, be the connections. Utilize that, okay? This also may be somebody who's coming to you in more than just a business type setting. They may come that way and then become more. So, you know, they may become someone who is, you know, more of a person that is looking out for you as a friendship, more than just a business relationship that could develop even into something even more romantic. But again, you're prioritizing self-love and care, okay? And I do feel like by utilizing this person, they also are going to care about helping you to make money, to accomplish your goals, to help you with abundance. I do feel like that with the way this is lining up and the way it's working out. And I do feel like they want you to be abundant, and they are going to be a good asset for you in that connection. And I do feel like right here, it's kind of telling you that, you know, it's telling you that by, you know, if your concern and your worry is the sun, being in the sun, being in the sunlight, being, you know, out and about, and your concern, your answer to that is figure out a way to stay in the shadows. This is your go-to right here. And that's how you take care of yourself. You find somebody to delegate it to that cares enough about you to help you. And, you know, and that's taking care of yourself, but it's also finding somebody who is a good counterpart for you and could be a good counterpart in the long term, more than in just a business sense. So hopefully this will help you. I hope this gave you some sort of insight and resonated with you. If it did not, please do check out one of the other signs. But if it did, please do like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. It is free and it does help me grow my channel, and I would appreciate it greatly. Also, the number 2 did come up multiple times here. So, you know, if you are into numerology as well, perhaps the number 2 does have a meaning for you as well. So I hope you like this, and I hope to see you back next week when I do bonus love readings. Bye.